I remember that morning because I was desperate to win the toss, and obviously I'm hopeless at that, and I wasn't able to. And I knew straight away that it was going to be difficult for us. It was green, really green wicket. I actually think I made the call at the toss that once we lost it, that we're going to have to settle in for a couple of really tough hours' work because we knew it was going to be difficult.
That might have been the understatement of the day, because now 30 for 3, he's doing the hard work a lot earlier than he thought he wanted to.
It was just a matter of trying to take away the inhibitions of the green wicket and just try and remove all the peripheral stuff, which is what I've tried to do with my batting, and I think when I've had success is what I've been able to do, and just focus on the ball. And if I get a good nut, I get a good nut, but you know, you can't be worrying about which one's got your number on it.
Crunch through the offside.
Oh, lovely.
Here he comes. How well's he hit it? He has hit that so well, and that's 100, leading from the front. Yeah, you get in that zone where you're hitting. Do you consciously flick a switch, or does it just happen? And do you have the ability to turn the switch off with the situation changes?
Not really. Sometimes I feel like I'm in that zone, and then next thing I'm walking back to the pavilion. So I guess that's some of the stuff that's plagued my career throughout, and I've embraced it as well now. I know that there's going to be days where I feel like I'm in control of the situation, and I get out early. I'm never going to be the most consistent batsman that we're going to produce because the nature of how I play, but I hope that there are times where I'm able to change a game because of the aggressiveness which I try and play with. And the hardest thing is that to still remain really strong in your own head, that's the best way for you to have success.
What do you think, Mark? You going to lunch on 198 or not?
He sweeps for 2.
It's in the air. It's in the air and it's landing safe, and it's gone for 4, and that's a double 100 for Brendon McCullum. Magnificent innings from the New Zealand skipper.
The special thing that added to that innings in Auckland, of course, is you won the test, which is vitally important.
Yeah, it's that! It's over! Famous stuff! Magical scenes!
We've always said along, and I think this group of men that we have now it's always about winning games for your country, and that feeling of sitting in the change room afterwards after 5 hard days where you've gone toe-to-toe with the opposition and you know you've earned your success, and you're sitting around, the music's going and the boys are laughing and there's a few beers being drunk, and that's what everyone remembers. And so that's the feeling that we think about when we're in pursuit of victory, and it was one of the most special wins I've been a part of.
So you hop on the plane, you come to Basin, and again you find yourself chasing the game, and you're 3 for not many, and you start to have to form partnerships. But you're Brendon McCullum, I mean, and you don't bat time without accumulating runs. So how did this magical thing just unfold for you?
Yeah, geez, I wish I knew that, to be honest, because I think I would have been able to tap into that kind of real strong resolve you didn't think you were capable of doing more times in my career.
Terrific shot, sign of a player at the top of his game when he resists and then pounces.
It was always about, we need to find a way out of this game. We worked too hard for that 1-0 lead heading into it to give it up and to tie the series against these guys.
And the skipper has a huge job in front of him. Wow. He smashed that up and over. He's brought up a test match 100, Brendon McCullum. What a way to go to it.
Fortunate enough that I found who was fast becoming my favourite cricketer at the other end, in BJ Watling, and he was probably the catalyst for my tempo that I was able to bat at as well, because I saw how resolute he was in his defence and how determined he was, and I think that really rubbed off on my game.
And he'll get him through the onside. He'll get double century number 3. What a player he has become.
At what stage did 300 come into your mind?
Not until the last morning, turned on the TV and realised that it was quite a big deal. That sort of sitting on the 280 odd or whatever it was, and that 300 was incredibly significant to all those that had played the game, but also those who had supported the team. And I saw Martin Crowe on the breakfast show, and he was talking about the significance of what 300 would mean. And then I started myself, to be honest. I was like, geez, then I got nervous, because I don't normally get too nervous, and then we got down to the ground and I turned around and I noticed that the the banks were starting to fill up, and there was that eerie kind of anticipation about what may unfold that day.
The fact that everybody is a little on edge around the ground when you walk out to the middle, that's all everybody is talking about, is Brendon McCullum.
Gee whiz. Didn't carry, it didn't carry.
And then I just went, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if it's not, well, I've done what I could. And I knew at that stage we'd saved the game. And then it was just see what happens.
Right then, here we go. And Brendon McCullum is on 298.
The emotion of actually looking around, looking at these people, raising your hands and finally doing that, something that no one else had ever done for New Zealand. Man, as you look back at it now, make you just proud or bubbly or something?
Yeah, definitely proud. And I didn't, to be honest, I didn't think I could do that. It was never in a million years that I think I was capable of being able to, I guess, be the first New Zealander to score 300 and to do it in front of New Zealanders as well. I guess they just didn't sit down. The whole crowd just kept clapping, and I realised at that moment, well, that's one of the most special things I've ever experienced in my life.